Let's take a look around the Circuit de Monaco, a 2.074 mile circuit, 19 turns in total, 41.29 metre elevation change, and just one DRS zone. A fan and driver's favourite. The lap begins coming out of Anthony Nogues on a curved start straight and out towards turn 1. 210 metres for you on the brakes into Saint-Devote. Up the hill at Beau Rivage towards Massenet. Keep the car sort of as best straight as you can for a light dab of the brakes into Massenet at the top of the hill. Then it's into Casino Square before avoiding the bump on the left-hand side of the track downhill into the Mirabeau hairpin down to second gear. Control the throttle as you come around the Lowe's hairpin or Fairmont hairpin, whichever you prefer. 30 miles per hour, the slowest corner on the track. Portier 1 leads into Portier 2 as well before you can open the throttle as you come down through the tunnel section. Keep the car in as you adjust to the sunlight bursting in your eyes. Downhill braking zone into the Nouvelle chicane. Flick through as tight as possible. Opportunity to overtake is here. Down towards to back as well. Don't hit the bar on the outside as you flick the car through. Then try and keep a straight line by touching the barriers to the swimming pool chicane. Braking hard then as well. Provide a interesting little end to the lap at Rascasse as well. A tight sort of hairpin after a straight. Anthony Nogues as well, the tightest corner on the track. Booted hard towards the line with the DRS open. Across the line, and that is a lap of Monte Carlo.
Like trying to cycle around your living room, the streets of Monte Carlo are always tough to drive on, but for Formula 3 qualifying, it proved the ultimate test of driving ability. Lockups galore, skirmishes with the wall for our 30 races split into two groups to tackle this street and set the fastest lap time they can as the reigning champ watched on the sidelines. Our championship leader, Gabriele Bortoleto, trying to find his way through the field while those carting the wall could carry forward. But it was a masterclass for Gabriele Mini, who lines up on pole.
Welcome to FIA's Formula 3 Championship, getting ready here in Monte Carlo for the first race of the day. For the first time since its GP3 days, the support package comes here to Monte Carlo. 30 cars around the streets of the Principality is going to be very, very exciting. Our timing screens are working, but not on the timing 71, so we'll get that fixed in just a few seconds as well. Alongside me in the commentary box is Synthil and Omi. Down in the pits is Josh T. Good morning to you, Synth. Monaco Formula 3, what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of cars, of course. Well, you never know what to expect with Formula 3, and around Monaco, it's even more a question mark. So I think it's could be very chaotic.
We have got a timing screen. We are just getting it open now because, as you all know, it seems to be not working. So there is your timing screen at this moment in time with the grid. Pole position, that goes with Jose Maria Marti. Then it's Leonard Forleroni second. Then we get Taylor Barnard, Gregory Saucy. Franco Colapinto is then alongside Bortoleto. Then Montoya and Collette, 7th and 8th. Browning 9th. Aron is 10th. Beganovic is 11th. Mini starts in 12th position as well. Further down on the grid, Gabriele Mini, by the way, has reverse grid pole for tomorrow. 13th for O'Sullivan, 14th for Bedrin, 15th for Tuselo, 16th for Edgar. Goleth is in 17th and Tommy Smith down in 18th position. 19th on the grid for Christian Mansell, Hugh Bartas 20th, Villa Gomez 21st, Oliver Gray 22nd, Wisnicki's 23rd, Marie Boyer 24th, but with a penalty as well. We'll get to that in a second. Then with Ida Cohen 25th, Hunter Yanni 26th, 27th for Alessandra Garcia, 28th for Sophia Flörsch, 29th Caitlin Frederick, 30th for Roberta Ferrer. But car 11 of Marie Boyer has been given a 5-place grid penalty for causing a collision at the Australian Grand Prix, then a 3-place penalty as well for impeding another driver in this qualifying session. Car 8 as well on the circuit. Just trying to double check who that is on our timing screen to appear as well. Gregory Saucy has been given a 3-place grid penalty for failing to slow for yellow flags. Car 7 as well has also been given a penalty. That is going to be, if I try and check up my notes quickly enough, can't actually see them on the starting grid lineup actually, P7, number 7, so we'll ignore that one. And then we've got car, as I said, car 30 has been given Roberta Ferrer a 3-place grid penalty, so 5 places for causing a collision in the Australian Grand Prix. It should be a nice easy day as we get our grid lined up so everybody can see.
Yeah, well, you may think that this race could be the one that's maybe less chaotic because you're going to see less side-to-side battles, so they're just going to try to keep it out of the barriers. But, well, with Formula 3, that could be very difficult as well already. So I think there's a high chance of a safety car here.
We've got our basic timing screen in operation until we get our main one fixed as well. As I step on my headphone cable, good morning to you, Omi. Stepping in for the sprint races this weekend. Monaco, it's going to be a lot of fun as we get ready on our formation lap. Hello.
Yes, hello, Josh and Cynthia and everybody watching as well. This is going to be great to watch. 30 cars around Monaco, and it's going to be... now obviously action might be a tiny bit less, but I think crashes will cause most of the action, and it's going to be great. We're heading into an unknown here, and this is going to be great to watch. I'm expecting quite a few safety cars, maybe a red flag in there. I'm hoping for a very great race.
Well, our timing 71 has gone down, but so that includes the flags as well, but we'll keep you up to date with anything that's happening. We have still got our timing towers, however, now with the world feed coming in as well as the lap counter, so nothing's affected there. Best lap time we're going to be looking for is around about a 1:22 as well as the formation lap is underway. Let's head down to the pits. Is Josh T in the box?
No.
No. I thought he was. Never mind. Okay, as they come up then. Track temperature, I'd love to tell you. Air temperature, I'd love to tell you as well. But unfortunately, the systems on timing 71 have gone down. Hopefully, we'll get those back underway maybe when the lights go out. But this is going to be a lot of fun, this one. Monaco, a sprint race, Formula 3, the Principality coming around. Well, it is blue sky, which is even better. No sign of any rain. We thought that was going to be a lot of wet weather in today for qualifying. It looks to be dry for the rest of the day, so hopefully tomorrow's racing is dry as well, and we get a nice Monaco Grand Prix. Gabriel Mini just coming through into Portier. Starts 12th as well, and I don't think since we're going to see what we did in Formula 2 back at Baku, where Behrman did the double here today, unfortunately, because it's overtaking at Monaco is quite difficult, but we could see some in this Formula 3 car.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think in Formula 3 it's going to be a little bit more possible to overtake. Still very difficult. We've seen in the Formula Regional races from a while ago that there has been some overtaking, but also they kept it very calm at least, except for a few crashes and one car upside down, which caused a red flag. But furthermore, it was pretty calm for it's a similar amount of cars around here with about 30 cars. So, well, we could either see some chaos or it could be very calm. It can go both ways.
Omi, what do you think we're going to see in terms of opening lap? With safety cars, crashes, possibly even red flags coming into the play. We're going to see all sorts, aren't we?
Yeah, safety cars are a big possibility. 30 cars all the way through Standard 1 and all the way up the hill. It's going to be very, very tight. They're all going to be battling away. And yeah, there might be smaller cars, but overtaking still is a tiny bit difficult. So I don't think we're getting any doubles this weekend for Formula 2 and Formula 3. But the question is, will Marty be able to keep the first position and then go on to win? And he's going to be under massive pressure from all of the drivers behind. But it's not as hard as it is for Formula 2 and Formula 1. but this is going to be great, and I'm really excited for the race coming up now, and they're all getting into position at the back as well.
30 cars lined up on the grid then. The first time F1 TV has directed a race around Monaco. What are we going to expect to see in terms of angles? How much action are we going to see? Last car comes into position of Roberto Ferrer in 30th place as well. He's going to have a tough job overtaking today. The worst place in the world to overtake, as all the cars are lined up on the grid. We look to the lights with 3, 4, 5 lights. Go, go, go! Good start from the front row from Jose Maria Marti, diving in behind it towards Sandavon at turn number 1. Now, are we going to see any overtaking crashes? Yes, on the inside, cutting the corner further back. I believe, to me, that's the 16 further back as well. And there's a huge spin in the back. I had to look away, but go on, Synth.
Yeah, we've got an MP Motorsport in the wall in turn 1. That's going to be a safety car. Up the hill now. Is he going to keep it clean? There's more petals, but we're going to get a safety car because one of the orange from MP Motorsport has crashed in turn 1.
No sign of it just yet. We'll keep an eye as they head down towards Mirabeau and then into the low tip, and yellow flag is out once again. No sign yet of that safety car. Into the hip and we go. Marty leads and there's all sorts of contact. Who says you can't overtake a Monaco? They're 3 wide in the hairpin. Oh, and there's got a broken front suspension on one of the Carlings there further back. So, yeah, this is going to have to be a safety car. Yellow sectors 1 and 2 now. Well, this is just getting insanely bad, trying to work out what's happening with no timing screen. They've all gone dead. Marty leads the way,
still,
but yeah, where's the safety car?
Still yellow flag in sector 1, so that, I think the MP Motorsport has not been able to get away from it. I didn't catch who it was. I think it may have been Edgar.
Wisnicki has stopped. Ida Cohen has stopped.
There he is.
And that is Johnny Edgar. And the safety car, yeah. Well, that's because we've got debris on the track. There's also a car down at the Lowe's hairpin, so it sort of had to be thrown, unfortunately, that safety car, as we come into play. Yeah. It
was very close. I think, yeah, we got the best marshals in the world around here, and they nearly got the cars, yeah, the puncture on the right rear there as well. So that's one of the BHM cars, I think. It's Roberto Faria with a right rear puncture. And hopefully for him not more, and there's more cars going in the pit lane now.
Safety car is out then. As they come through, takes some opportunity to get some new pit lane stuffs. Okay, so let's go down who was involved in that opening lap drama. Hunter Yanni, Roberto Ferrer have come into the pit lane. Marie Boya has disappeared. Sophia Flörsch is down to 9th, and Johnny Edgar stopped on the track. So there who is involved in that. And you were right, both of you. Safety car opening lap, small damage coming through, and that is Marie Boya with a rear puncture as well in the 2 rear punctures. My goodness me, he's doing well to get that car back without spinning into the wall. Talk us through the start then, Synth.
Yeah, well, it's a good start then from the front row. Marty keeping the lead, and then we saw a battle between Saucy and Barnard. Saucy tried to keep it around the outside, and I think he actually managed to. Then in the back we can see the crash from Edgar. He touched with one of the tridents, and there you can see that his teammate, that was Boya then, had to avoid his teammate Edgar, who was in the wall there, and by doing so he turned more right where another car was. And then there's the contact. There's another car involved then.
No, so I can't say that must have been Sophia Flörsch. Garcia's in the pits too now. This on board with Saucy. Started 4th, now 3rd. Going right around the outside and towards turn number 1. As we get our data screens back. All sorts of mayhem.
That's a good move.
Yeah. So let's on board with Gabriel Mini. Getting ahead of the 2. And towards turn 1. So we've got Paula on further back. Side by side stuff as well.
It was tight.
Yeah, going side by side up the hill now. This is the part where there was a big crash in the Formula Regional, and we've seen many crashes up the hill here, which cause red flags usually if you crash there. But they kept it clean, luckily, up there. But just a little bit before in turn 1, there was an incident.
So the safety car is out and is deployed, as they will now bunch up. We've got our normal timing screens operational, which is fantastic news. As you see, new track temperature, by the way, it's now at 36 degrees, air temperature 23 degrees. There's Murray Boyer put on a set of soft compound tyres, but I think it's game over. It is indeed. Steering wheel is out, and Murray Boyer is out of the Monaco sprint race here in front of the Aston Martin garage. As you can see, all the trucks that get brought down from France here for the F3s. They've got to get back up as well before the end of it. Some suspension damage still being for Roberto Ferrer. See if they can keep him in contention for this race. But the safety car is out. I mean,
Yeah, he was the one. Yeah, as we all thought, he was the one that made contact with Boya then. So those two cars at least made it to the pit lane. But Boya's out, and well, we know that Ferrari is gonna struggle here. What's that though?
Oil tracking, exit of after the swimming pool, the chicane there. Okay, copy. So you confirm oil? Yeah, oil.
Oil at the swimming pool
So
chicane.
Bortoletto then, oil around here.
That should be around here.
And I'm not seeing it. Are you? Well, if that's oil, then
Yeah.
it could be a red flag. So if that's
Yeah, we can't have oil on the circuit. If there is any oil, then we can't have it.
We'll see if that timing tower flashes red or stays in the yellow for the Formula 3 sprint race. It says round 4 of the season, technically is round 3. So the action continuing as Hatayani getting repaired still in the Rodin Carlin. Roberto Ferrer is still in the pit lane, according to the timing screen that we've got up here in the comms box. So at least we've got some form of action, but unfortunately only 2 laps of it before the safety car came out. It's a 23-lap sprint race. Let's take a look. This is Murray Boyer. Now he's got 2 flat rear tyres, but is he dropping any oil? Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, it's
There we go.
Oh, a lot of oil are on the track then, and we can't have that. That could be a red to stop it and get everything cleaned up, because if it's all over the track, because he got that puncture from turn 1, the entire track's got it. Then you've got to sort that out.
Yeah, we do. Wouldn't be surprised if we go red, or we're sticking under safety car for now, and you don't want to see us go green now and then all of them sliding off at the swimming pool. So we might be needing a red flag here.
Yeah, I think so, but I think they're still thinking about it now, because I think all all the damage, all the debris is gone now. The cars are being cleared, so I think they're just looking at that oil now, if it's okay to race, or if they have to deploy a red flag, which they obviously tried to.
I can see it. Yeah, I can see it with my naked eye. I was just trying to look, see where it was. It's right on the racing line into the braking zone as well. So that's a bad thing actually that Murray Boyer has done. If you've got an oil leak, you try and keep off the racing line. He's got to put it straight on the racing line. So that's incredibly difficult. Presumably, Bert Mylander, the safety car driver, is going to be reporting all of this to race control. And if we do have to go red, then we'll get told soon. On board with the Aston Martin safety car. The Vantage up the hill. This is Beaurivage coming then into the top of Massenet. Then Casino Square. And that is Rodin Carlin. And away goes Antayani. They've repaired the car, but he goes
Safety car ending.
4 laps down. Wow. That's brave. So, red flag in
That's
about 2
good news
laps. Then. Red flag in about 2 laps then, chaps.
Yeah.
Murray Boyer.
I mean, if they were to all slide off the road, then probably we'd get a red flag straight away.
The entire field get wiped out by an oil slip. So we're going to go racing again here in Monte Carlo for the sprint race. 23 laps. We've done 4 of the 23. We're on lap 5. And it's Jose Maria Marti leading with Leonardo Forneroni in second. Gregory Saucy is third. Taylor Barnard is fourth. Franco Colapinto fifth. Then it's Bortoletto, Montoya, Browning, Colette are on the top 10. Mini, Boganovic, O'Sullivan, Bedrin, Tusalo, Villagomez, Smith in there too, with Gomez, Barta, and Wisnicki running at the 20. Then we get Cohen, Mansell, Gray, Frederick, Flörsch, Garcia, Yanni out of the race already is Roberto Ferrer, Marie Boyer and Johnny Edgar. Green flag has been displayed here at Monaco. We are waiting for Maria Marti to hit the deck and we will go racing again out of Anthony Nogues, the last corner, and punch it hard. We are racing once again at the Monaco Grand Prix. Fornaroli's going to try and keep with him. They're trying to get temperature into the tyres as well as we head up towards Saint-Devote for the 6th time of 23. And it's a good start and it's a clean restart since from Jose Maria Martin. No one wants to make the move with cold tyres and cold brakes into turn 1 as we head up Beau Rivage.
Yeah, on the timing stream I saw one of the camp was dropping down a little bit. I'm not sure if that's an issue there. Yeah, I think it is Barter indeed that just dropped down. I'm not sure if that was maybe gone to the pit lane or something, because there's no yellow flags now, so you head towards Mirabeau. This is one of the best overtaking spots, I guess, around this
Colapinto!
or
Colapinto!
Yeah, or this hairpin.
On the inside of Taylor Barnard. Brilliant manoeuvre to slipstream it into Portier. We're seeing more moves in Formula 3 than we did last year in Formula 1 in a wet race as they swing back through the tunnel section. Wonderful camera angle here. You see the new safer barrier that has been installed at the Monaco circuit this year as well. It was there last year slightly, but this year it's all the way around as Taylor Smith's been dropped back to 20th position as well.
Only in Formula 3 you can see a dive bomb in the hairpin.
Yeah. Anywhere else just wouldn't work.
Small cars. Yeah.
Do you reckon then, Naomi, that Formula 3 should become the premium around here? Because these cars work.
Yeah, they absolutely do. Or we could just use Formula E cars, you never know.
That's true.
But yeah, Marty, 8/10 of a gap. He might have not got the best exit though, out of Anthony Nogues. He's lost just a tiny bit, just a tiny bit. But other than that, now we're gonna get to the part where they're just all together and just in a DRS train, and they're all just gonna be following each other now. And two drivers are gonna have to go for dive bombs. We are looking at a replay now and wait for someone to go wheel to wheel and into the Tommy Smith.
Tommy Smith going nearly into the Portier section, into the ocean. That was unbelievable. He got tagged. That's why he lost 3 positions. Amazing. These Formula 3 cars are so strong. We saw this in practice. And they can just take the hits massively. Made of steel.
That's it's a big hit then. It could nearly end up like, who was it? Was it the Wehrlein?
Yeah.
In 2017.
Button slipping him over, wasn't it?
Yeah, with Button.
You know,
It was
Jensen.
very close. And
Go on.
yeah, well, no, yeah, well, it's a big hit. I'm really surprised. I mean, he went up into the air a little bit, and then quite big contact with the wall. So I think he's still going somehow.
Jess has just said there is going to be a red flag. I'm calling it now. Whether it's today or tomorrow, we're going to see something with Formula 3, aren't we? They can't remain clean. They just can't. It's Formula 3. It's the hothouse as they come through. Yeah, Button, by the way, still has a 5-place grid penalty for his next Formula 1 race. But he's retired and has been for a number of years now. But I just find that funny. He's left with a penalty.
Yeah.
27 minutes left on the clock, by the way. We've done 8 of 23. Well, we've done 7 of 23. We're on lap 8 now. So there's still some time to be found as they swing around into Casino Square, down towards Mirabeau, and then the Grand Hotel hairpin, which could either be Lowe's, Fairmont, gas station. There's loads that you could call it as well. It is the hairpin as they zoom back through into the Bass at turn 7, then into Portier at turn 8. It's Portier, Bass, then Portier, but it's turn 7 technically is Bass. And you go through the tunnel, turn 9, into the braking zone for the Nouvelle Chicane. Lap 1, turn 1 is involving car 12, Edgar, and 6. Goleth has been noted for causing a collision. The Nouvelle Chicane, as Martin Brundle said yesterday, isn't really new anymore. It was put in 1986 on the quick left-right we had back then, which caused numerous accidents. Alain Prost. As they swing back through into the swimming pool chicane, into the Le Piscine, which is the pool, then into the Rascasse. Changed, of course, what it used to be, the Rascasse. It used to be a proper hairpin around the building. Now they sort of straightened it out. 15 to go as we come across the tunnel section, out of Anthony Nogues and into Saint-Devote. Smith and Goleth have been noted causing collision. Goleth's out of everything today. He's been hitting everybody, Sid. He's going to be penalties galore.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if it was his fault this time around. It was, of course, the incident in Portier. Well, we haven't seen a very good angle of it, but yeah, it definitely was either his fault or it's going to be no penalty for anyone because obviously Smith got sent into the wall, so that's already a penalty enough, I think. For
Yeah, it is a penalty. There's a swing through the Lowe's hairpin, down through Bass and into Portier. Lap 1 is to involve. Reviewed. No further action for Edgar and Goerth causing a collision on lap 1, turn 1. What about
this is with Edgar.
Yeah, what about Smith and Goerth though with the other? We get a fantastic shot coming through the Nouvelle chicane with the mountains of Monaco and the chicane on the side. Every time I see the mountains, all I think about is the Monaco Rally and Herbie. Every time. Swing through the swimming pool chicane.
Oh, this is close.
Yeah.
Maybe
a
it's
Raskas
Mini.
move?
Yeah, it's Gabriel Mini trying to get past Paula on. Through Raskas. This is for P10. In the sprint, Adam Noakes gets a good exit, but Paula Ron's got the DRS, and Mini sort of was late on that with a poor exit, so that single DRS zone causing problems here at Monaco as we get train racing.
Yeah, Aaron is now outside the 1 second, so it will not be the same story most likely as they go around next time. So Mini will have a chance to get the move done, and he's going to have to stand it as we now get a replay going all the way down into Nouvelle chicane. That Tommy Smith, is he just going to miss the corner? Yeah, just has to bail out of it, cuts the chicane, and goes straight on there.
Doesn't
So, yeah.
I'll tell you what, you know there's something wrong, don't you, with the track when Formula 3 can't do many moves and Formula E on the same layout was darting left, right and centre. You know there's a problem with the whole format.
The Formula E were just glued together.
Yeah.
Back to back to back.
Don't know if it's early in the morning. It's even earlier in the morning tomorrow. Tomorrow it's at 7 a.m. British time, 8 a.m. in Monaco. Crazy time for a race. Literally, because they're only allowed to start action at 8 a.m. So, because of the curfew. So, yeah, it looks like they're going to see that. Because the curfew, by the way, if anyone doesn't know, the curfew gets gets put in place at, 10 p.m. and gets lifted at 6 a.m. for all the nightclubs. And then at 8 a.m.
Yeah, Mini's had a bad lap.
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
Yeah, they put it in the wall. Who's in front?
Now, yeah.
Carl Collette. Go on.
Yes, and now Beganovic is now going to put the pressure on him. So Mini was attacking one of the framers, but now he's going to be under pressure by two because Beganovic and O'Sullivan is also there as well as they now go through. So Mini will now have to watch, but you can obviously defend this. It's much more harder to overtake if you are the car behind. And Manceldo, I have to say, is very close there as well to Tommy Smith in the battle for 20th place. Tommy Smith also close to Cohen as well in that battle. As we're now on board with Beganovic, as he, as Mini is also now getting back, also inside that 1 second of Paul Aron as well, as they now make their way onto this back straight through the tunnel and down towards the Nouvelle chicane.
Are we going to see a move? Paul Aron was going a little bit defensive there, so he knows he's got pressure behind him, but is that Bedrin past O'Sullivan? No. O'Sullivan's still there in position. And look how
it's getting
close.
very close.
Gabriel Mini now right on the attack as they come out of La Piscine up towards the last cast. He's going to go for a bit on the inside line. He looks around the outside as well. He's trying every move he can think of into Anthony Noakes. Which way is he going to dart as he comes across the line? Nearly to the wall, actually.
Oh.
For Gabriel Mini, got a big clout on the curb. He's got the DRS, but so has Beganovic behind into turn one. No, can't find a way through there. I think he just got caught out by that corner. He keeps losing it, and Anthony Noakes, and it's affecting his run up the hill.
It is. Struggling through the final corner, just trying to get close, but then just really not getting the best of exit he needs. So I think his best chance will be going into the Raskas, just getting a good exit, staying close to the swimming pool section, and then just have a go around the outside, whether it's the outside or the inside. The outside will be harder, but he'll try and cut back in, try to do the up and under, then gets the inside line into Anthony Nose. So I think he's going to have to try something. If he wants to force this move through, but it could easily go wrong, and then you have two framers behind as well to capitalize, and Bedouin is also there as well in that battle. So you gotta be careful, but you gotta go for risks if you want to make an overtake around this circuit.
Into the braking zone. I suppose since as well, this is now creating the train effect that we wanted to avoid, because what's the gap between 2 seconds between Kyle Collette and Paul Aron? So now we've got a train going on for the not even a points paying position. It's to try and fight your way for the points in 8th.
Mansell also passed Thomas by the way as well.
Oh, here we go. This is it.
Oh,
Not into back.
so close. Nearly tried to go down the inside of the back. Yeah, of course that's. There's nearly no braking needed for that, so it's so difficult to go side by side there. And I think he's a bit too far. Raskas is just. You go towards that apex and just the room disappears. That's why you don't really go for it down the inside, because it's just it's gonna disappear, that gap, and it's gonna be a contact that's gonna be very likely if the car doesn't see you. So and if the car defends the inside before you brake, if you already decided to commit and go for the inside and the driver ahead decides to defend it, then you're gonna run to the back of him, because there's nearly no way back at that point. So it's very difficult to overtake a Raskas. Well, that looked to be Mini's best chance all the time. Here we can see either Cohen and Wisnicki. There's gonna be some slight contact in the hairpin.
So all the action's happening further back, and we're watching the train with Paul Aron at the front. And look at that, up the inside. Beautiful manoeuvre from Christian Mansell at Portier. And not even in the wall. That was beautiful for Mansell. And look, we're battling up now with this little group again. Wisnicki.
Yeah, we are.
Ahead of Cohen. Who's ahead of Mansell, Smith and Gray.
Last year we wouldn't have seen this battle at all, and probably wouldn't have even seen the replays of this battle. But luckily this time you can see this, well, I guess you can say battle is just waiting until one makes an overtake. We saw that one makes an overtake, one makes a mistake, and then it all kicks off. But right now they're all just in one line. But it really just takes only one thing, one mistake, and then we're going to see some interesting battles going on.
Anything you can do, I can do better, seems to be the situation that we're going in today. Top of the hill. On board, this is back now with Gabriel Mini, who's in 11th position. Oh, Paul Aron has a little bit of a slide coming through the Casino Square. It's going to compromise him coming into Mirabeau, and the Lowe's hairpin. Is this a move? No, it's too far back for Gabriel Mini. And at the front, Marty's led from lights out as well, 1.5 seconds ahead of Forlaroni and Saucy. In fact, I think the top three have stayed exactly the same from where the race started earlier, so not much change there, but it is a lot of battling further back. Don't forget as well, tomorrow rain is predicted for the feature race of Formula 3. And we saw a lot of spins in the wet running we had on Thursday in practice. And they go into to back, radio from Montoya.
Here's
Yeah, I'm
Montoya.
trying to do something, but it's really difficult. Keep up the pace, trying to make him do a mistake, keep the pressure on me.
Montoya behind.
Trying to do something, but it's really difficult. That's what I was heard from that one as well. Where is Montoya? Up in 7th position, trying to pass.
I think he's trying to overtake.
Yeah. Can we see that battle? There we go. Which one are we watching here? Paul Aron, Gabriel Mini still. Yeah. So I do appreciate the TV directors have picked up this little train, but Montoya is closing in on Bortoletto, who is sort of closing in on Taylor Habata as well. So can we see that one? Asking, I think we have. Marty, Forlaroni, Saucy. There we go. We're in control of the TV pictures, it seems. That's the third time today that's happened as they swing back through. And Gabriel Mini still at the back. He's got now the two other Primas right behind him, but Bedouin and Tusalo have come into the battle as they come through. Portier and into the tunnel at turn 9 once again. There's a Jammy Dodger sign at the top of that hotel as well for some sort of custard cream Jammy Dodger hybrid in Monaco. That was quite nice. As they fly through, the things you spot, the commentary. Oh, that's the 5. So that is going to be Gabriel Bortoletto trying to pass Taylor Barnard with Sebastian Montoya behind. There's your race leader. 2 seconds later, is he Forlaroni? Let's hear from Mini.
Here's Mini.
Keep him under pressure. Keep him under pressure.
Keep him under pressure. That is.
Keep him under pressure for sure. See, it's nice out there. Harry Benjamin can hear what's going on because I've got no idea what that radio message said over my earphones. Now, there's Montoya in the Red Bull livery number 14. There's Martin. Okay, well, some of the TV direction here is similar to Tele Monte Carlo, so Formula 1 haven't quite got the hang of it just yet at Monaco. As we look. That's going to be contact. Tommy Smith. Second time today in the wall for Tommy Smith.
Are they gonna? Oh, I thought they were gonna continue into Anthony Nose. I think someone backed out there, just about. Marty's tyres starting to go tiny bit, but he does have track position, and around Monaco, that's the main thing, just having track position.
This is getting a bit tense now. This is getting a little bit like, okay, hold your hands up here. What's going to happen next? There's 16 and 23. So 15 minutes left on the clock. We'll get to the end of the race for sure. And Tusolo has passed Bedrin, yeah. So that's that little manoeuvre further back as we look forward to Montoya, Bortoleto and Taylor Barnard in P5 as I think that's Browning and Carl Collette coming under pressure. But look at that, time penalty for Oliver Golef with 10 seconds added to his time. As we see, that is causing a collision. Flas, that's a brilliant angle, then, from Formula 3 here in Monaco as they come in towards the last cast on board with our championship leader, Bortoleto, who is chasing down Taylor Barnard for P5. Gabriel Mini's got pole position for tomorrow's feature race. Only made up one place on the top 12 being reversed. Jose Maria Martins led from lights out under the safety car, and then since the green, up we go in Beau Rivage towards Matinee and Casino Square. Let's have a look at a replay. And that's the move we're on about. Oh, it's contact. Bedrin hits the side of Tusolo.
Yeah, it's all up in the air.
Just completely barged him out of the way there, Synth. I'm surprised there won't be a penalty for that, to be fair.
Yeah, Solov decided to go for it way too late there. I mean, he was nearly turning in already, Bedrin, and at that point he already decided to go down the inside, so that was a bit too late and just pushed him out of the way. So I guess Solov will get a penalty for that.
Tell you what, Omi, this race has sort of been okay, but it's not the usual F3 we see, is it? There's been too many sort of sprints up, and I presume tomorrow in the feature we'll see a little bit better racing.
Yeah, usually the feature can deliver more in Formula 3. I think the Formula 2 sprint though later, I'm expecting that to deliver us with some goods. I'm expecting it to be a bit more linked sends here and there, and as they've been a bit aggressive, some of the drivers, so I'm expecting some more linked sends from far back. Maybe another Raskas, Lawson, Piastri moment, but in the dry this time, maybe, hopefully. Now Sullivan's really struggling, so he's under pressure now as well in that battle now. He's dropped off his teammate Beganovic, and yeah, but Marty, everything going right for him as he's just got to be on his way now to just make sure he keeps the car out of the barriers in these last few laps and go on to win.
One thing you've got to remember about Formula 2 at Monaco is that you always see some form of red flag because of contact and drama, so that's going to be fun. And here we see this is Hugh Bart up the inside of Alejandro Garcia at Sainte Devote in a lovely move on the inside and picks it up very nicely indeed. This is about just getting to see some replays. Oh, now we're back with the battle as well with Barta, Bortoleto and Montoya. Now throwing as well Browning as well and nearly Carl Collette. Into Portier.
My eyes are just glued at the timing page to see where we are getting some battles.
There's quite a few of them out there as well. We could do a split screen as well, 4 screens to keep across them all, because there are 4 individual battles going on this track right now.
How about we make a pit lane channel again?
Yeah, that's what we need. We need a pit lane channel for Formula 3. I'd take that feed up in the commentary box as well. As I swing
I'd probably use it for F2 and F3.
We usually have the pit lane channel open in the commentary box on an iPad for the F1s, because it's not available in HD on Sky. 5 to go. So, come on. Maybe a wet race tomorrow to liven it up for a damp race. Maybe not fully wet, just damp. That'll do it, because otherwise it'll be a safety car style, won't we?
I want a dry F1 start though, so we get so we get that angle, don't we?
Yeah.
That you really want.
22 years I've waited for the angle to be back. It came back in 2013, but it wasn't quite right. But,
Let's make it happen for Josh.
Yeah, I want to see it. I was a bit. We got it in Formula 3, but they zoomed in. I didn't like that because you don't need to zoom in. It's not a zoom in needing situation. Because yeah, it's nearly right. They've nearly got it. As they through. Marty, Folleroni, Saucy, 1, 2, 3 at the moment. We're watching the battle. 4P5, Barnard, Bortoletto, Montoya, Browning, Collette into the battle as well. Montoya's been sat behind him now for about 19 laps. He wants to get through before the end of it. Quite surprised actually. I thought Formula 3 was going to be chaos and cars flipping everywhere, considering what happened in 2013 was absolutely chaotic. It's not really working out that way here.
It was one of the two really. It could go off the whole time. I think the most exciting parts are the start and the safety car restarts. But we've only had one safety car, and the second one got close, but not quite close enough to cause another safety car. So after that, it got quite calm, and yeah, we're now already on lap 20 or 23. These guys, by the way, did not have any practice in the dry yet, because they were the only one who have driven in the wet so far this weekend. The only practice they have, that was in the rain. It was from wet to dry, basically. But well, they're the only one who had some practice in the rain. So if it rains tomorrow, these guys know a little bit how it goes.
Tell you what, I'm a bit, I'm trying to work, I'm standing in the commentary box, I'm trying to work out why Formula E works at this track and every other form of racing doesn't. I can't work it out. The only thing I can think of is that Formula E isn't an aerodynamic series, and it's not totally flat out in terms of, it's not got your gradual increase of power, it's just got instant electric torque, so it works in Formula E, and it's just not working here in Formula 3 or Formula 2.
What's the dirty air like, Formula E?
Practically non-existent.
Okay, right. Yeah. Okay, that's our answer then.
Yeah, and it's not. There is dirty air here as well. So yeah, maybe that's something we're gonna look forward to. Because this has surprised me to be a bit underwhelming.
This is not just a Formula 1, Formula 2, Formula 3 track, and Formula E is just built for short street circuits, and I mean, of course it works for that then, but around a bigger circuit like Spa-Francorchamps or Spain or anything else, that these cars will be better for racing than Formula E, I think.
I think you've hit the nail right on the head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's it. Formula E are built for this. Formula E are built for this. Formula 3, Formula 2, Formula 1 are not built for this. That is, I think you've got it bang on. They do change the steering rack though. That's the only thing they change, is that for Formula 1 cars they put the Monaco steering rack on, which is a lot tighter than the more free opening ones we get on normal courses. So the steering racks change.
Yeah. Otherwise they can barely make the hairpin.
I'd love to see when they'll. I think they put it on in Singapore. I think that's the only other track they use it at, Singapore, because of the tight corners. But we're not going to need that much this year actually, because Singapore has changed to have a longer back straight. There's now 2 back straights, which is going to be really weird, and 2 opportunities for DRS. But the laps have been increased from 61 to 65, so we should still see some form of change. It doesn't mean that the game is out of date though, so we're going to have to find a new lap attack for that.
I mean,
Singapore better be a good race, because that's my birthday. On race day, that's my birthday, so it better be a good race for me.
Note that down. Go on, Tim.
Yeah, F1 23 will be out by the time we are at the Singapore Grand Prix.
Fingers
But I don't know
crossed.
if they're using the layout. I know Spain. I don't know about Singapore.
Spain's changed. I don't think Singapore has yet, which is bizarre because it's there.
Yeah.
Well,
They
Maybe
do-
later on.
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully, before we get to Singapore, if they could do Vegas, they can just fix one straight.
yeah, I think they will be able to get that in time. Maybe not at the start of the game, but
Yeah.
maybe they will. We haven't heard anything about it.
If they can add Portugal and China to the circuit, they could at least add the correct track for Singapore.
Well, those tracks were already ready, of course, but yeah, I think they should be able. It's just only one little change, I guess, not too little, but They should. I'm pretty sure they will fix it before the start of the Singapore weekend.
Yeah, the underbridge section under renovation. Curious to see how the racing will be at my home track within that new layout. It's going to be quite interesting. Oh, SHT there. Oh, brilliant. As they fly through. Coming up on the last lap then. Well, surprisingly, an underwhelming Formula 3 race at Monaco. Some exciting parts, but I think a lot to be improved on here for tomorrow when we go to the feature race. Longer race, more tyre deg.
Ooh.
Oh, that was nearly into the wall. Ending under safety car,
A damp circuit would be good.
Yeah,
damp
track.
circuit would be good tomorrow. So then we're gonna get more drivers sliding off the racing line, and then maybe we get some more moves going on. But I think Formula 2 is gonna deliver us with some chaotic racing, with some drivers diving it, lay on the brakes for about 4 tenths back, I don't know, and then maybe some red flags or safety cars. So yeah, but I'm surprised. Formula 2 have decided to behave themselves, but the question is, will they be able to behave themselves tomorrow in the feature race? We don't know what the weather's gonna do, but hopefully it's gonna be a much more exciting race than what we have got here. But Marty has absolutely dominated. The gap is almost 8 seconds. Have you seen this in a Formula 3 race? But look at that. What a dominant drive by Marty here as he's coming to the end of his final lap.
Oh, well, he gained a lot over the last few laps. It was pretty close most of the time with 2-4 already, but well, he's been pushing a lot lately. So yeah, incredible lead now. Unfortunately, he's already weaving. Here he comes to the line.
Jose Maria Marti dominates Monaco and wins the sprint race by 8 seconds. An unbelievable domination. Fowler only is second, Saucy third. Then we see Colapinto fourth, Barnard fifth, Bortoleto sixth, Montoya seventh, Browning eighth, Colette ninth, Paula 10th, Mini 11th, Boganovic is 12th, O'Sullivan 13th, Tusalo 14th, Bedrin 15th. Then we get Villa Gomez, Golet, Wisnicki, Cohen, Mansell, Smith. And it's in turn 6 in between Tusalo and Bedrin we investigated after the race. Gray, Flourish, Frederick, Barta, Garcia, Yanni, the 27 finishers.
Come on! Let's go! Woo! Let's go!
SSG says, didn't Hungary have some changes? I'm not that sure. No changes to Hungary. Hungary stayed the same as far as I know.
Yeah, also there was some, obviously the creator program, I think there was some videos yesterday. Some creators posted around Hungary, so I didn't notice anything really.
Oh, has it changed? I think they've finally built the new paddock at Hungary that was in the game for some reason. I'm not too sure though. But yeah, for some reason there was, I don't know why, considering that it was only planned. It hasn't been built yet. But in the F1 game at Hungary, the brand new paddock and pit lane area and the grandstand is there. But it hasn't even passed plan. So what the hell Codemasters were doing there? I've got no idea. Looks totally different. So, are we going to go off here because of the when is FP3?
That's at 11:15 Sky's broadcast start. So I'm guessing 11:30 start?
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Monaco.
That's Saucy, we finished in third. I was just wondering, because Sky usually like to cut us off, don't they, since before the podium. Presumably that'd be for F2 later, which is in between everything. I really hate it when it gets really annoying that we can't see the podium. So, thoughts? Oh, here's Marty again.
Man, I was so zoned out. I was just driving. It felt so good. The gap on the final lap was 8.1. Not bad, huh?
First win of the year, Jose Maria Marti breaks the Bortoleto trio that he's had in feature race, but oh no, that's Marty's second win of the year, sorry. I'm reading the wrong results. Marty won the season opener in Shakir sprint race. And Bortoleto won the feature. Sullivan won in Australia. Bortoleto won the feature again. So this is actually Marty's second win of the year. Second sprint win of the year. That's why I need to read my notes more clearly. So,
yeah.
okay,
Unfortunately, the weather, most weather forecasts say it won't rain until after the Formula 2 race, like before around the Formula 1 race, I guess that should be
Of course it will.
time to maybe some rain,
Yeah, of
Maybe the
course.
Porsche Cup?
Oh, that'd be fun.
maybe the Porsche Cup, but yeah, it's gonna be very close with that, but it might not even rain at all. It's still very, every forecast says something differently, but it could definitely rain for the Formula 1 race.
How about I start bucketing it down during the middle of it? That would be good.
That happened last
Randomly.
year. That happened last year in Porsches, and it had to get red flag because everyone just crashed into the wall. Oh well, so it looks like we're going to repeat last year then. I really,
But I want
don't-
standing start.
I want a standing start, and I want rain to come in the middle of the race for F1 Monaco. That'll do.
Yeah.
No, I just
Yeah.
because then we can at least get some way into it, because I don't want to be sitting around waiting for the end of the race at 5 o'clock and only doing a half-hour build up to the Indy 500.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, then maybe there will be a red flag, and then that place with the Indy 500. So it should stay
so-
calm at least.
I got really unlucky last year because it was the day of red flags. Literally, it was last
Yeah.
year. It was ridiculous. We had touring cars. Two of the 3 races got red flagged. F1 got red flagged twice. IndyCar got red flagged. It was just stopping everywhere. So there's a lot of fill that day. Very much looking forward to getting everything sorted. Are we going to hear from our top 3 as they go up to the Royal Box here in Monte Carlo? With, I don't think Prince Albert II will be introducing the trophies here today. I think that's tomorrow. Are we going to hear from them, top 3? No? Yes? No? Maybe? Something? Please, let me know. No, we're not, sadly. I can't see Laura Winter standing anywhere by to talk to them. And I can't see Alex either. So come through. Marshall's now just turn around, please. Because you're not allowed to get anybody onto the circuit. Stupid rule, that. Marshall's lining up there. There's the top 3. New procedure in Monaco, remember. It will be trophies first, then national anthem, then champagne. They do it the MotoGP way as well. Okay, are we going to hear from our top 3? I can't see an interview down there, if anybody else can. Here's our championship then. Bortoletto's on 63 points, Saucy's on 46, Marti 35, Mini on 30, Foloroli and Boganovic on 28, Gerleth and Aaron on 23, O'Sullivan is on 20, 17 for Colapinto, Montoya and Browning, 10 for Colette, Barnard's on 8, 7 for Frederick, 4 for Mansell and 2 for Johnny Edgar, and everybody else is yet to score points in the championship this year. So that's going to be fun. So no interviews from the top 3 for Formula 3. As they come down to the cool down area, there's the Royal Box with the first, second, third and Constructors Trophy for the sprint. I'll tell you what though, I'm ready for breakfast. We've got half an hour before the start of the show for FP3. So I'm going to pop in, have some breakfast, got a nice muffin, and then I'll get it all ready. Tell you what though, I put it on my Instagram last night, at Joshua Birch 99 on Instagram as well. The amount of commentary notes in this box right now, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages of notes for Formula 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pages of notes for IndyCar stuck up on the wall. And then I've got more notes on my commentary desk for all the series as well, and 2 of a track map and a pit guide stuck underneath the television. It's just a wall of notes at the moment in the commentary area, but I'd rather have that than go in unprepared as well for the session. But podium time. So can I get your thoughts quickly on what's going to happen in the F2 sprint that we're going to see after the Formula 1 practice? What do you think we're going to see, Synth? Are we going to see a calm race or the complete polar opposite of Formula 3?
Well, last year as well as in the rain, it was pretty calm. I think, again, maybe like here, you can see it's lap 1. And after that, it could be pretty calm until there comes another safety car. And then the safety car restart could be quite interesting. But between that, I think we may see a bit of a calm race because, yeah, the F2 cars are of course a lot bigger as well than these Formula 3 cars, so like Formula 1 it's going to be a lot more difficult to overtake.
What do you think, Amy, as we come onto the podium?
I'm expecting it to be the complete opposite of Formula 3. I'm expecting a lot of chaos, a lot of action, and I think that's what we all want. And yeah, and my prediction is it'll be that chaotic and it'll be that long that as soon as the checkered flag hits, Sky will go off there.
Yeah, so we'll be prepared for that. Right, the first, second and third on the podium now, as well as the winning constructor coming onto the circuit as well. Now, just a quick reminder as well that we are not going to hear winning constructor, of course, Campos Racing. We're not going to hear the national anthems first of all. We're going to see Jose Maria Marti pick up his second sprint race win trophy of the year. Won in Bahrain, wins in Monaco. Getting himself back up there, isn't he, in his title fight? Second, the constructors' trophy. No, second place presented to Leonardo Forlaroli. Great result for him. Should be the Constructors' Trophy, but, you know, they do it differently here in Monaco, so it really mucks up the order of things. Third place trophy presented to Gregor Saucy, who finishes in third. Remarkable race for them. And now the Constructors' Trophy will be presented to Campos Racing for their second time this year. Nice performance and very, very well done. And now, for Jose Maria Marti and Campos Racing, we will hear the Spanish national anthem. A fantastic achievement here in Monte Carlo, and now, as ever, oh, okay, differently in Monaco, really annoying. Photo time as they come through. Come on, that's not what we want to see. It's not what we want to see. Yes, smile, take your pretty photos. Okay, come on, come on, pick up the bottle. It's a big bottle. It's got fizzy water in it full of champagne. Come on, come on. Champagne time! Fizzy stuff as well with Ferrari bottles. Really had to wait for that one. Racing is back. Formula 3 is back at Monaco. Underwhelming first race. Fingers crossed we're going to see something come back into it. They've got to use those suits tomorrow as well. That's going to be a nice taste. Final thoughts of you, Synth and Omi. Start with you, Synth. What have you made of Formula 3?
Well, I think looking at the opening lap, I think it has a lot of potential for tomorrow's feature race. So I think this is not the most exciting race, and we will see a lot more tomorrow with the feature.
What about you, Omi?
Yeah, absolutely agree with Sin. Obviously lap 1 was good, but other than that, it's been pretty much quiet. And let's hope that tomorrow will be a tiny bit better. And obviously, if there is a bit more chaos, if there is more safety cars, then that's what is expected. I'll let you quickly run through the results, and then I'll finish my ending.
Jose Maria Marti wins it with Lorenzo Forlanelli in second, Gregor Saucy in third, Franco Colapinto is fourth, Taylor Barnard fifth, sixth place in the results as well for Gabriel Bortoletto. Montoya seventh, Browning eighth, Colette ninth, Apollo on 10th, Gabriel Mini 11th, and Dina Boganovic, Zach O'Sullivan, Nicola Tusolo, Nikita Bedrin, Rafael Villagomez, Oliver Goleth, Wisnicki as well 18th, Cohen 19th, and Mansell 20th. Tommy Smith is 21st, Oliver Gray 22nd, Sophia Flores 23rd, Caitlin Frederick 24th, Hugh Barter 25th, Alessandro Garcia 26th, Hatsuyani 27th, 28th for Roberto Ferrer, 29th for Maria Boyan, 30th for Johnny Edgar out of the race. Go on, Amy, finish your point.
Yes, I'm hoping that we get an even better one tomorrow. But we have the F2 sprint coming up, so I'm excited for that. I'll be in the box as well for that one, so that'll be great to watch. And I'm hoping for a great race. And let's hope we get to talk much more about the track action, because at the end we kind of started the JB Motorsports podcast. But here we go then. Let's hope that the F2 sprint has a lot more action. And has a lot more moves, but I don't want it to go too long, and it's a red flag, but a bit of chaos and a bit of overtaking will be great.
Well, my thanks to Synth, my thanks to Omi, my thanks to you at home. What an opening we've had for Formula 3. It could be better, it will be better. We'll be back in around about 15 minutes time for all the action from Formula 1. Bye.